We are recording on both devices. Okay. This is going to be my teacher chair. Hello, Miss Middleton. This is my lovely group of students. This is my mom, Beth, my stepdad, Ian, my best friend, Peyton, and my boyfriend, Jeffrey. And I am Miss Morgan. So, everybody has their whiteboard and their dry erase marker, and we have our lovely audience. Bruiser and Pixie's back there. She'll probably join us in a little bit. But I have my 3 problems, and the first problem that I want you guys to work out on your whiteboards is 22 times 6. So this is your problem that we're going to do first. You can work it out any way that you know how. If there's a different way you know how to solve it, you can do it that way. If you want to draw a picture, you want to use symbols, just any way you know how to do it. Y'all are being such a great audience. See? Yeah. So, Miss Beth, can you explain to us how you found your answer? I'm going to draw it on my teacher board.
What I did was I made pictures of 22 circles.
Okay, can you show our camera?
I made 22 circles, and since it was 22 times 6, I counted those 22 circles 6 times and added each number to the number before. So then when I added it up 6 times, my answer was 132.
Okay, so you had 22 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And you said that you counted this out 5 times?
I counted it out 6 times.
6 times.
And so when I counted out the first time, it was 22.
So 22.
And then I added it to there again, and when I added the numbers to there again, it was 44.
Okay.
Then I counted it one more time, and it was 66.
Okay, so that's the third one.
And then I added it again, and it was 88.
Okay, 88.
And I added it again,
Okay.
and
So
it was
this is-
110.
We can do 88. So that's the 5th time.
It's 110.
And then,
And then I added it one more time, and it was 132 total.
okay. Okay. Did anybody else use this way to solve their problem? So I'm looking at everybody else's board, and it looks like y'all just did a standard algorithm, and y'all just did the 22 times 6, where you did the 22 times 6 equals 12, carry your 1. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 1 is 13, which is 132. So this is one way to solve it. One way that I want to show you guys that I just learned. Where's my eraser? Does anybody have my eraser? I lost it. Okay. I'll use this one. That probably would take me a while. So that was Mom's, Miss Beth's answer. So one way that I just learned, Jeffrey, what are 2 factors of 6? What are 2 numbers that you can add together to get 6?
3 and 3.
Yes. So we'll put 6 on the top, so we'll do 3 and 3. And then...
Wait, is it factors? Because it's factors, would that not be 3 and 2? Because 3 times 2?
Oh, not factors, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
The additives, the numbers you add together.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you.
And then 22. Even what are two numbers that you can add together to get 22? What two numbers can you add together to get 22? 11. Okay.
Yeah.
So what we can do is we can make this box. This is called partial product remainder. That's what I think it's called. But what you do is you do 11 times 3, which is what, Peyton? 33. And then 11 times 3, which is what, Jeffrey? 33. And then 11 times 3, which is what again? 33. And then 11 times 3, which is what, Mama?
I'm not sure. 33?
Yes. So now we have to add all 4 of these together. So 33 plus 33 is
66.
66.
Oh gosh.
66. 33 plus 33 is 66, which added together is what?
132.
132. So this is a little bit different method. The way that I probably would solve this is doing the probably doing the groups of 22. And so I would have 6 groups of 22, and then I would add them all together. So I would maybe do like 22 plus 22, 22 plus 22, 22 plus 22, and then add all of those together. So that's how I would solve that problem. So the next problem that we can solve is 25 times 6. And try to do something different, and try to think of a different way you could add.
Can I use your eraser? Go ahead, Peyton.
You sure? You could multiply 25 by 6.
25 by 6?
So 25 by
And do
6.
it differently?
Yeah, try to think of something different and use use a different way of solving it other than the standard algorithm 25 times, where you just do the 25 times 6.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
This is always different than what we did the first time?
Mm-hmm.
25 times 6.
Are y'all comparing answers?
No.
Sorry, you're fine.
You said times 6?
Mm-hmm.
Come here, Pixie. Pixie.
25 times 6.
Come here.
So,
Come here.
right off the bat, I see that Peyton has a different answer than everybody else. So can you?
No.
It's okay. Can you just show us what you did? I want you to tell me what you did.
I did
So you did the 25. You did
plus
the 25.
25.
So 25.
Math wrong.
It's okay. It's okay. So 25 plus 25. So that's 125 and 225. So that's 50.
Oh, I did an extra 25. Okay.
So what she did was she got her 25 plus 25, which was 50, and then she added 25 more, which is 75. She added 25 more, which is 100. She added 25 more, which is 125, and then one more 25, which is 150, which is the answer. That's 6 25s, but she accidentally added one more 25. But that's okay, because we're gonna look at everybody else's answers. So, Jeffrey, what did you do? So it'd be
I think basically.
same thing.
You could just do that.
So, and then Ian also did, he did groups of 50, so he had 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25. So he did groups of 50, so he knew that 25 and 25 is 50, 25 and 25 is 50, and 25 and 25 is 50. And 50 plus 50 plus 50 is 150. Another way you can think about this is you can think about it in terms of quarters. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quarters. So, Ian, how much is 4 quarters equal?
100.
100 or $1. So we got 4 quarters plus 2 more quarters, so plus 50 cents, which would equal $1.50 or 150. And then what my mom did was she used the partial products remainder box.
Like you taught me the last problem.
Yes.
I tried it out this time.
She tried a new method. So what 2 numbers did you break?
25 I broke down to 13 and 12.
13 and 12. So let's just see how she did this. And then
And then 3 and 3 for 6.
3 and 3.
So it was 39 in the first box.
Okay.
And then 3 times 12 is 36.
Uh-huh.
And then 39
39 again.
and 36.
Okay. So basically what you
Wait,
can do
that's
is,
not right.
yeah, that's right. 13 times 3, 13 times 3, 12 times 3, 12 times
Oh
3.
yes, I'm sorry.
So what you can do is you can just add straight down. What you can do is you can add 39, 39, which is
78.
18 carrier 1, which is 6 plus 1 is 78. So you have 78 plus 36 plus 36. And that is 12 carrier 1, 72. So 72 plus 78 is 150.
That's what I got.
Okay, so now we have one more.
Okay.
And I want y'all to try to do something that you haven't done at all, that you haven't done at all this entire time. And it's 32 times 6. So just think of all the things you can break it down into. If you could break down 32 into 2 numbers and use the associative property and multiply the 2 numbers you broke down 32 in, the 2 factors you broke down 32 into, by 6, just anything that you haven't tried yet that's not a standard algorithm, that's not pictures, that's not the little box.
Something that none of us have done.
Yeah. And then that's different.
32. Oh god. Something that none of us have done.
Yeah, so just,
Oh no.
so like, do you remember the associative property?
No, girl.
Where you broke down 32, you broke down 32, or you can break down 6 into 2 numbers that you can multiply 32 by?
Okay. Didn't we? Oh, I see. You just thought of it differently. Okay.
So just try something like that. Try something different.
Take each one individually and multiply.
I'm going to be working on something too. So maybe like break down 6 into 2 factors so that you could multiply it by 3 numbers total. So it's a problem that's like 32 times blank times blank. So it's less numbers that you have to multiply by. Instead of multiplying a 2-digit number by 1-digit number, you can multiply a 2-digit number by 2 1-digit numbers by breaking down 6. I don't know.
Is it different? You see what again? 32. Is that okay?
That's how you get it. Hang on a minute. I'm trying to understand what you did.
So like
Here's-
30 is divided by 2 is 15. So 15 and 15, 30. We did wrote it out 6 times and 2 6 times. Added 2. So
Hey, that works.
different.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Is that coding like core? Is that what it's called? Is that what you're doing? Oh no, I'm in different ways to teach it, maybe.
What you got, JB? You got it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
We got the same answer.
I want to know
It's
what
okay.
you did. Can you tell us what you did first? Let me see your board.
So,
Okay, can you explain it to me? Explain it to us.
yeah.
Yeah.
The problem was 32 times 6, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I took the 32, broke it down into 2 factors, or whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
20 and 12.
Uh-huh.
Took 20 and 12, multiplied them both by 3.
Okay.
20 and 3 was 60.
Mm-hmm.
12 and 3 was 36. So then I continued to add the 2 together, 60 and 36, which was 96.
Mm-hmm.
Added that together twice. Carried the 1. Gave me 192.
Okay.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
Very good. And Peyton did something a little different. She broke hers down into a lot of things. I want you to explain yours.
Okay, so I don't know, something different than how
Mhm.
I normally think. Well, I know, okay, so in 32 there's 30 and there's 2, and then in 30 there are 2 15s. So I wrote 15 and 15 out 6 times, and next to that I wrote out the 2's, and then I kind of did what Ian did after that and added them up, and then kept adding, and then had 60, because 30 and 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. And added the 60s up, got 180, and then added up all the 2's, which was 12, and got 192.
Very good. What did you do? Ian, are you still stuck? I want to show you something that I did too.
So what I did is I took 32 and I made it into 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I multiplied each one of those by 6. And
Okay.
so 10 times 6 is 60, 10 times 6 is 60, 10 times 6 is 60, and then 2 times 6 is 12, and then I added those up to be 192.
So you kind of did the same thing as Peyton, but
Just thought of
you.
it in different numbers.
Uh-huh. Something that I thought about doing was multiplying by the 10s and multiplying by the 1s place. So you have 32, which is 30 in the 10s place, so I did 30 times 6, which is 180, and then 2, which is in the 1s place, and I did 2 times 6, which is 12, and I got 180 plus 12 equals 192. So is there something else that you can think of now that you've seen our answers, Ian, that you can break it down into? Also, what you could do is you could do 32 times 6, which can be broken down into 2 and 3. So you can do 32 times 2 times 3. So 32 times 2 is 64 times 3. I'm going to add here. 64, 64, 64. So I've got 12. Carry the 1, which is 6, 6, and 6, which is 18. Plus 1 is 19, 192. You could also do the same thing, 32 times 3 times 2, because the associative property says that you can change the order of 3 numbers any way, and they'll still multiply together when you multiply or add. So you can do 32 times 3. I'm going to also add up here 32, 32, 32, which is 6, 9, 96 times 2. So 96 times 2 you can multiply You can add 96 and 96, 12, carry your 1. 9 plus 9 is 18, plus 1 is 192, 19, 92.
That's a lot of different ways.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So, does anybody have any questions?
No.
Any questions, Stevie?
Believe.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.